Good evening. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. Here are my recipes for today. Most of them are cookies. In fact, I think all of them are cookies or bars. And it's some of my favorites, my family's favorites. And some of these recipes, I have been making for over 70 years. No, not quite 70 years. 65 years maybe. Because I made them as a child. When I grew older, and since I was the oldest one of the family, Mom depended on me a lot more than she depended on a lot of the other ones. And my job was to make cookies. Of course, I loved making cookies. And I got to pick the cookies I wanted to make. So, like I said, some of these are old recipes. And we didn't have all of the supplies or the items of food that we have now. We definitely didn't have cream cheese. Most of the time, we didn't even have chocolate chips because we couldn't afford them. Definitely, we didn't have nuts because we could definitely not afford them. You see, I was born into a very poor family. Although I didn't realize it at the time, and I don't think any of us realized it at the time. But these are some of the old cookies recipes that I enjoyed making as a child. Icebox cookies. I gotta admit, these weren't made very often because you had to wait until the next day to cook them. So we did other cookies instead, okay? Peanut butter was a great favorite. We had peanut butter then. Like I said, chocolate chips, they were a very special use of them. So the icebox cookies. 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of shortening, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon of soda dissolved in 1 tablespoon of hot water, 3½ cups of flour, 1 cup of chopped nuts, 1/2 teaspoon almond flavoring or maple flavoring. Shape into 2 rolls. Refrigerate overnight. Slice and bake. You know, you can take these rolls, you can also wrap them in plastic and in foil and freeze them. And then, whenever you need cookies, you just take out a roll and you bake them. Just like you would fresh dough. Alright? For cookies, this is one of our favorites. I made this I don't know how many times. Can't count. 1 cup of shortening, 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 3 eggs, 3½ cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of soda, 2 teaspoons of cream tartar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Combine all ingredients, mix well. Form in the ball the size of a walnut. Press down with a fork. Bake for at 375 degrees for 10 minutes or until golden brown. For cookies. Delicious cookies. I didn't make this as a child, but it was one of the most favorite cookies of my children. 1 cup of white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of margarine, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3½ cups of flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons of cream tartar, 1 teaspoon of soda. Mix all ingredients together and mix well. Add 1 cup of Rice Krispies, 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of coconut, 1/2 cup of nuts. Chill the dough for 20 minutes. Roll into balls. Flatten with a fork dipped in sugar. Bake at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. delicious cookies. Coconut refrigerator cookies. 1.5 cups of shortening, 3 cups of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 4 3/4 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of shredded coconut. Cream the shortening and the sugar. Add the eggs and the vanilla. Mix well. Sift flour, baking powder, and salt. Add to the shortening sugar mixture. Mix well. Shape the dough into rolls. Chill. Slice when firm. Bake at 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Mix 10 dozen cookies. Mix a lot of cookies. Whoop, I guess it's not all cookies. Is it? Bundt Cake. 1/4 cup nut chopped. 1/4 cup sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 yellow cake mix. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 3/4 cup of water. 1 package of instant vanilla pudding. 3/4 cups of vegetable oil. And 4 eggs. Combine your nuts, sugar, and cinnamon in a bowl. Set aside. Combine the cake mix, pudding, water, and oil. Mix well. Add the eggs one at a time. Beat on high for 8 minutes. Add your vanilla. Grease the bundt pan. Put 1/2 of the nut mixture in the bottom of the pan. Alternate with cake batter and nut mixture. Bake at 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. Cool in the pan for 10 minutes. Remove from the pan and cool completely. For variations of this recipe, for chocolate cake, use chocolate frosting. Buttermilk cake mix, coconut cream frosting. White cake mix with lemon pudding, and cherry or strawberry cake with vanilla pudding. Bundt Cake. Orange swirl cake. 1 package of yellow cake mix. 1 small package of orange jello. Dry, don't make it into jello. 1/2 teaspoon of orange extract and powdered sugar. Grease and flour a bundt cake pan. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Prepare the cake mix according to package directions. Remove 1.5 cups of batter. Set aside. Pour remaining batter into the pan. Stir your jello and extract into the reserved 1.5 cups of butter. Drop the orange batter by generous tablespoons into 6 to 8 mounds into the batter on the pan. Cut through the with a knife and shape curves in one continuous motion for swirls. Bake 42 to 47 minutes in a 350-degree oven, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Excuse me. Cool 10 minutes in the pan. Remove from pan and onto heat-proof serving platter. Cool completely. Sprinkle with powdered sugar. That's it for today. God bless.